welcome to Secondhand Blasters. This is Normatico, and you know what? I have a new blaster here that I want to go ahead and review. Well, relatively new. It's been in my inventory for about a week now, and I just have been holding off on it. Of those things to prove that I actually do read the comments on my videos, somebody mentioned the Thunderbolt, and I said, it's on my list to buy. Well, we've just been thunderstruck by the Thunderbolt. Am I allowed to say that? Am I going to get sued by AC/DC for that? No. I hope not. Well, sue me for what? I'm not monetized. Anyways, so Dart Zone has the Thunderbolt, what a lot of people are referring to as the Stryfe killer. I personally believe that this is a lime green version of the Spectrum. However, I have been proven wrong in the past. Of course, it does not have the flip down of the Spectrum. It is a semi-auto blaster with a flywheel that takes 6 batteries, and it comes with 15 chili darts. It is a Target exclusive. Of course, if you don't have Targets in your area, I'm sure you could probably find it at other stores. However, here in the US, it is allegedly a Target exclusive. Now, it does come in at $24.99, which for a flywheel blaster is a very good price, especially coming from Dart Zone. Now, if this is true, and it does stick to the reputation of being the Stryfe killer, $24.99, that's amazing, because you have the Storm Charge, which is $29.99, and that's the Elite 2.0. That is the Nerf brand. You have the Alpha Flight, the Alpha Strike Flight, which also performs pretty well, and that is $20. But again, you have the issues. You can watch my video where I actually can do the comparison about the two and see what the problems are with the Flight, or as I called it, the Alpha Stryfe. We're going to go ahead and actually unbox this bad boy right now, and when I come back, I'm going to go and put her through her paces on the chronograph, as well as doing a distance and internal accuracy test. It does say it goes up to 80 feet. Given that it's Dart Zone, I believe it, but I want to see if we can actually push it farther than 80 feet, and yeah. Indoor accuracy is what counts, because I believe that this is going to be more of a indoor blaster than an outdoor blaster, but it is for indoor and outdoor play, so let's see what we can do in a controlled environment. Okay, so we got the blaster out of the box, and right off the bat, I can tell you it does come with a detachable stock, which is kind of nice. This stock, it does extend outwards as well. You can actually take this off completely. So that actually feels pretty comfortable for an adult. You do have to chicken wing it a little bit, even fully extended, and the sights are completely movable, which is kind of awesome. You have 2 sights here. You have the tactical rail back here in green, as well as the rail up here. And I have been told that this right here also is a tactical rail. This is removable. So if you want to actually swap this out for a vertical grip, you can go ahead and do so. You have the blue that is transparent, 15 dart clip, which is kind of nice. And, well, you got the lime green orange, little decoration here. And you do have a jam door on the left side. That is traditionally small for a Dart Zone blaster. The rev trigger, it is a decent size. It is much larger than what I'm used to when it comes to the Hasbro brands, which is kind of good because that way you're not fumbling around with it. And you have the mag release lever right there by the mag well. So all in all, this blaster is comfortable to hold. You do have 6 batteries. The way that that tray is set up, you have 2 on the bottom, 1 on top of the other, basically 1 here, and then 4 that lay across. So it's very similar to the Nerf 6 battery setup in the Ultra line. However, it is a lot easier for them to go into, because each battery bay has its own set of terminals, so you don't have to worry about connecting batteries to one another to complete the circuit, which is kind of nice. I do have my 3.7s, which are the 14500 AA batteries, or AA sized rechargeable batteries. That is what that sounds like. That is pretty much the equivalent of running a 2S LiPo in here. So this is going to get better performance than stock. I'm not going to lie, this feels pretty comfortable. I do like the size of this thing. It is a little bit bigger than a standard Nerf Stryfe. Later on, I might make a video where I do an actual honest comparison between the Stryfe and this blaster, so we can truly see which one wins. I will say that battery-wise, this one holds more batteries than the standard Nerf offerings right now that only hold 4. So we'll see what we can get. But first, let's do the chronograph test. All right, now for the indoor accuracy test. I am about 26 feet away from that back wall there. We're going to be aiming between those 2 doors. This is with chili darts. It is a hot one out here at the range, and I am back with the Thunderbolt. It's one of those things in honor of the Steve Harwell who passed away recently. I will say that I might as well be walking on the sun than being on this pavement. So I'm actually going to launch 2 angled shots using standard elite darts and 2 straight shots. We're going to see just how far they go. Accuracy was definitely off with the elite darts. I saw that they veered. Of course, I did feel a little bit of a wind gust, so they pushed them a little bit to the left. I'm going to go measure the distance. Stay tuned, and you will see the numbers in the pictograph for the standard elite darts, as well as some chili darts that I fired earlier. Okay, so here are my final thoughts regarding the Thunderbolt. Is it a Stryfe killer? I really am not going to say that it is. I am not paid by Dart Zone to review and hype them up. However, if you don't have a Stryfe and you don't want to pay the money to purchase a Stryfe and you don't want to pay the $30 for a storm charge, this is a good blaster for you. It's a great alternative. The performance of this versus the Storm Charge, which I actually reviewed recently, versus the Alpha Strike Flight, it's on par with it. Which one's better? I will say that this one got better distance. However, the feet per second, they both performed one and the same. I ran Air Warriors darts through the Storm Charge and Elite darts through here, and they were both in that 100 range. Now, one thing I do like about this, here is your bottom Picatinny rail. The way that you take it off is that there are 2 screws that go inside of this right here on either side. You actually unscrew those, and that reveals the Picatinny rail, so you can actually swap this out if you wanted to. For example, if you had a vertical grip, you could go ahead and do so. And yeah, I mean, it works. There's that. The coloring, I'm not a big fan of the green, to be honest with you. It looks very toy and very kiddie. But that's okay because this is a toy. This is not part of their Pro line. This is not part of their Max line. This is just the standard Dart Zone line. So $24.99, I get it. I do enjoy the fact that these tactical sights, you can move them around and adjust them on that rail, which means that I could actually take this sight, this iron sight / plastic sight, and use it on other Dart Zone blasters. That's kind of neat. Carrying, you know, you don't have the sling point attachment here except for right here. I don't know if I like that because this moves. So if you're running around and you have this on a sling, it's going to jostle around. Of course, you can probably purchase something aftermarket to attach here, and that's okay. All in all, the performance of the blaster, it is Dart Zone standard, I guess. There's nothing out of the ordinary. This is not a, oh my god, let's go out and buy this blaster. This is a, hey, I don't have a storm charge. I want to get a flywheel. It's less than the storm charge by $5. I'll pick this one up. Other than that, you can leave it on the shelf. If you have a storm charge, or if you have any other flywheel blaster that is Stryfe-like, you can leave this one on the shelf. I'll be honest with you. Of course, if you are like me, that you collect blasters, then yeah, go ahead and pick it up. It's not bad. It's $24.99. Is it safe for children? Absolutely. This is rated ages 8 and up. I feel perfectly comfortable giving this to G-Rex and saying, here, go play with this. I wouldn't necessarily load it up with the 3.7 batteries that I did because 100 feet per second is 100 feet per second, and that might injure a smaller child if he's playing with them. However, with standard, regular AA batteries, you're going to be getting about 80 feet per second, 85, and that's not going to hurt very many things. Is it an indoor blaster versus an outdoor blaster? You will notice that I did not do an outdoor accuracy test with this, mainly because of the fact that 60 feet, you know, look, it made it to 72 feet, 80 feet roughly with a straight shot. I got 105 with an elite dart, so that's fine. I don't expect accuracy with the elite darts. When I did measure it with green chili darts, the most I was getting was 75 feet of total distance traveled, so I don't expect it to be super accurate at 60 feet. I did, however, do the test internally, and you know what? 5 out of 6 shots hit within a target variance of a few inches of the center point that I was aiming at. So because of that, I will say with the green chili darts, this is a good blaster to aim with. I don't see anything wrong with the flywheels that are causing the darts to knock either left or right. Now, that might not be everyone's experience because, again, manufacturing difficulties can happen. Take a look at what happened when they released the Omnia. In regards to, is this good for an adult? I mean, there are better options for adult play. Obviously, if you have little kids, you know, this is going to be a fun one to play around the house with them. But I wouldn't necessarily use this in a competition, not unless it was a fun competition, i.e. sub 100 level. Then yeah, this one, pull it out and you're going to have a good time with it. But again, other than that, there's nothing special about this blaster. It is not worth the hype that everyone was saying that, oh my gosh, this is going to kill the Stryfe. I saw people that reviewed and said, oh, I've been thunderstruck by the Thunderbolt. Okay, you know, listen, the Thunderbolt, it, you know, how can I say this lightly? In a storm reference, I would say that this was more like a summer shower in Florida versus a thunderstorm. So, that's it. I want to thank you all for watching Secondhand Blasters. This has been Normatico. Until next time, keep on blasting.